Welcome to Live, Let, Thrive, a podcast about the Airbnb life, the share economy, and everything in between. Here are your hosts, Micah and Steve.
Hello.
And welcome back to another exciting episode
Of Live,
Let
Thrive. What's up, Micah? Man.
I'm chilling, Stevie Stacks. How you doing, my brother?
Oh, man, I'm doing good. Busy as always, and just trying to getting by, you know what I'm saying?
Already, I know how that is, man. How's how's the vacation been?
Vacations were good and hectic and everything in between. But before we start talking about all that, this is episode 327 of your favorite short-term, mid-term, long-term PadSplit podcast in the world, coming at you from Fort Worth and Arlington, Texas.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get into it, man. We got the vacations over with. Kids about to go back to school, so yeah, man. It's been I've been had some long vacations this time, and so took up half the summer. So that's they're fun, they're great, but it's always good to get back home and get back to it, you know.
For real, man. I noticed that too when I was on vacation. I was like, damn, man, I'm ready to get back to the hustle. It's weird how our brains are wired that way, right? Weird, bro.
Not that we don't hustle on our vacations a little bit. We always catch ourselves looking at houses and stuff, but you know, that's how it is.
I know, man. The last vacation we were on, we were actually ordering stuff for our new house, so I know what you mean.
So what's the big announcement, man?
Man, it's summertime, right? So it ain't ever summertime for a real estate investor until the AC goes out, right?
Oh yeah.
Had two at the same time. One of them didn't hurt us though. Shout out to home warranty, because we had home warranty on both of them, and we got them fixed for $250. Two AC units fixed for $250. I ain't mad about it. But the AC at one of our Section 8 rentals, that one went out. We were able to get that fixed, but the AC at our primary went out. This one here. So when it went out, man, we were like, dang, man, we had to, we have a 2-story house. The upstairs, it gets really hot. Heat rises, right? So we ended up putting everybody in our master bedroom. We were like, look, we had a futon in there. We laid out the futon. 2 kids slept on a futon. We slept on our bed. We had the TV going. You all watching Disney movies, and we were actually kind of having fun, right? So I was like, dang, we found a little joy out of it.
Well, you put a little portable on the window. Is that what you did?
Yeah. We put the portable in. Then we had 2 fans running, then the ceiling fan going. So it was cool. We were in there chilling, man. So then, it took 3 days to finally get someone out, because it went out on a damn Friday. Ain't nobody working on ain't nobody working on no Saturday and Sunday unless you want to pay $500, for that service call. So last night, we finally got the air back on. Last night, Mahogany came in the office and she was like, "Why don't we just house hack the house again?" And I'm like, nah. We got 2 kids, and she's like, they don't want to go back to their rooms. They've been enjoying it in the room. So I'm like, house hacking with 2 kids? I'm like, nah, ain't no way we can do that. And then the light went off on my head. I'm like, well, hold on. I said, Steve's been doing that PadSplit thing. And Mahogany goes, where's he doing it at? I said, I think he has one in Arlington. And she's like, you think it will work? So I was like, I don't really know the PadSplit side. I'm like, I know the Airbnb and how we used to do that side. So first thing I did, I was like, let me go on Airbnb and just kind of see what's a private room going for a month, right? So the private rooms I seen going for a month were going for $1,300. What they were doing was they were putting TVs, desks, microwaves, all that stuff in there. So I'm like, okay. But then I seen some of them, because in my mind I'm like, it's Arlington, so you can't rent it out for longer than 30 days. But some of them, a lot
under
of them
30 days, you can't rent it for under 30.
Yeah, you can't rent it for under 30 days. But a lot of them on Airbnb, they're renting for under 30 days. I'm like, are they getting fined for this? And they're private rooms in their house. You're always gonna have people doing it. But this one lady, she has 3 rooms, and she's charging $54 a night for the room. And I'm like, 54, but then I did the math. I'm like, it came out to what, 1,300 for 3 rooms. I'm like, 1,300 times 3. I'm like, shit, that's your mortgage right there. 2 of them, that's well over your mortgage.
Yeah.
So I was like, so me and Mahogany were like, if we do it, I'm like, we could just rent out 2 of them up there, leave the other room, because we already turned the 3rd room up there into our office. The living room space is still the same, except for we put these video games up there, the little shooting hoops games up there and stuff. And I started thinking about it. I'm like, I was like, let's think on it over the night. So I thought about it, man. And I'm like, we could do it again. I'm like, and then I took it a step further. I was like, how about we do it for like a year and a half, 2 years, see how it lands us. And I'm like, if we really like it, why don't we move out of this house and just buy us a duplex? You know, these new duplexes, they're coming 3 bed, 4 baths on each side. I'm
Damn.
like, how about we just move out and just house hack the rest of our lives in one of those, you know? She was like, let's do it. So I was like, all right.
Damn.
So I said, all right, man, you know, because I started, you know, how most people, the wife doesn't usually get on board. I started sounding like the wife last night because I was like, I don't know about it. And she's like, they don't want to go back to the room anyway. I was like, all right, let's do it. So so I started cleaning out the closet upstairs to make like that the linen closet. I cleaned that out today, and we're gonna clean the kids' rooms out. And what we're gonna do is, and he told Malachi, he was just like, yeah, I guess we could do it again, you know, because he's old enough to remember it. So we're gonna clean their rooms out, buy 2 new dressers, put that in there, move their dressers out so we ain't got to move their clothes around, put them in Mahogany's office, and then get the standing hanging racks.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna try to do it for a while, man. I was like, I'm gonna test out PadSplit and Airbnb, and if I can get 2 people paying 1,100 a piece per room, which is what I'm seeing around here, which is 1,100 is on the cheap side from what I'm seeing. I'm like, I'm gonna see if I can do it, and they're gonna share one bathroom, right? So I'm getting back into the house hacking game, bro.
That's cool, man. And I mean, that's more than what they're paying on PadSplit, though. The 1,100 a
Yeah,
month, or like you
yeah,
said, 11,
it is.
1,200. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I'll say, I mean, prices vary. I'll say
Uh
like
huh.
this. It's around, I mean, the regular house in C area, like the one I got. Let's just
Yeah. Yeah.
mine are around 700 a month for a bedroom,
Okay.
right?
Hmm.
Now I've seen the higher end neighborhoods around 800, maybe close to 900 a month, you know,
Hmm.
but I haven't seen them like 1,100, 1,200, you know, the ones I've seen.
Really?
And that's
Okay.
pad split though. So I mean, if you can get more on Airbnb, that's awesome. You should do that because I mean that's what y'all did before, right?
Yeah, we did it on Airbnb, but back in the day, we was only getting like 700 a month. But that's like 6 years ago, six,
Yeah,
seven
yeah.
years ago. So I'm gonna test it out. I'm gonna try to see and see what I can get.
Because the pad split model, the whole house has to be pad split. You can't just
Okay.
do a couple rooms pad split and a couple Airbnb. You know, the whole thing
Yeah.
has to be pad split.
Now, are people house hacking and pad splitting?
They're not. You can't live in it and rent out rooms. That's not part of the model.
Okay.
I mean, if I guess if you started a PadSplit account as a member and you rented one of the rooms out, you could do it that way. But
Yeah.
the whole thing is like visibility. They want every member that rents a room from you to see who the other members are that's going to be staying there. So if you don't if you're not a member, you own the house and you live in there, they don't know who the heck you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it has reviews just like Airbnb. You review your housemates and then you review the landlord. The landlord reviews you. So there's reviews on people. So when they go try to transfer to another house split, like I've had people trying to transfer into mine, and bad reviews, man.
Oh,
Like, yeah, this
yeah.
person's messy, come in at all hours, leaving stuff everywhere, eating my food. You see all these messages.
Yeah.
So I've been real picky with mine. So I think that's why they do it that way. The whole house has to be 100% pad
Makes
split.
sense. Okay, makes sense. Okay, so I guess we'll do like Airbnb. I'll mainly focus on Airbnb and then direct marketing and then start doing background checks like we used to.
Now, when you hop out of the house, I would suggest do it at all pad split because, well, not only, I mean, if you're doing okay with the Airbnb thing, that's one thing, but then all it takes is someone complaining and the city says, "Oh, under 30 days," and you know how it is.
Yeah, see,
But
I don't even plan on doing under 30 days.
it'd be over 30 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna do over 30 because the crazy part about it is what I was looking at is if you're on if you're doing it under 30 days, they used to send me notices. That's I was like, how are they getting away with that? So
Maybe
I
they
don't know.
just laid off of it some.
That is exactly what Mahogany said. She said maybe
Yeah.
they got lax with it because there was a bunch of them on there.
Yeah, yeah. But I was, I like, that was part of my thing today. I'm falling in love with the pad split model.
Okay.
And like I said, that house in Arlington where I would make usually probably 2,000 a month, rent out of, right, a 4 bedroom, 2 bath. I turned it into a 6 bedroom, 2 bath, and made the the second bedroom accessible to everybody by building like a hallway through the master bedroom.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
shrunk down the master, so that one is accessible to everybody. So it's you want to have a good ratio of like 3 rooms to 1 bathroom, maybe 4 rooms to 1 bathroom. You don't want to go higher than that because it's a lot of people sharing 1 bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So so I did that, and so I would expect instead of getting 2,000 a month rent, I would expect around 4,300 a month.
Okay.
Now that's the PadSplit game because I mean, how many bedrooms is yours naturally?
4 beds.
Four
4 beds, two and a
beds,
half
two and
baths.
a half bath. Okay, so you could probably get it up to 6 or 7 rooms pretty easily. I would think putting some walls up, you could probably get it up to 6 or 7 bedrooms.
Yeah. We're Yeah, you could easily do it because you just split up the living room.
Yeah, split up the living room, and then I guess the room you're in now is that like an office?
Yeah, this is an office.
So you could turn that into another bedroom too.
Yeah.
So you can get 6, maybe 7. And it's like
Yeah.
I'm getting 6 bedrooms out of small houses. Yours is a big house. So
Yeah.
there's ways to
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
it. And that's the big thing with PadSplit is getting those extra bedrooms is what's going to make you the extra revenue.
Ooh, okay. And then how's your parking situation going?
So oddly enough, I do have a driveway you can park 4 cars. But the thing is there's only, not 4 cars can't park there because then you have to be asking your roommate to, hey, could you move
Leave.
your car and all that stuff. So 2 cars pretty much parked there, and then and 1 car parks by the mailbox. But the other 2, because I got 5 out of the 6 bedroom. I've been doing it for like a little over a month. I got 5 of the 6 bedrooms booked, right?
Okay.
And 3 people have cars. The other 2 people don't have cars.
Oh,
And
so
they
they're
say
Uber.
you come across that a lot. What's cool about Arlington, they have a thing called VIA. You
Via.
heard,
Yep.
yeah, those
Mm-hmm.
vans.
Yeah.
So like the city subsidizes rides, so you get anywhere in the city for $5 or less.
Yeah.
So it's
That's
a
a cool.
that's pretty much their public transit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much Arlington's public transit
Damn.
is the VIA. So people can live in Arlington and not have to own a car.
That's true. That is a fact. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of people use Via. A lot of people use it. And I like the only thing about it is you have to like walk to them. Like they pull up, they be like, "Oh, I'm down the street. You got to walk your ass down there. They ain't coming." Yeah, I've heard people complain. Like, so, like if you live in a like my friend was telling me, it's like if you live in an apartment complex, they'll just pull in front of the complex. You got to walk out. Like you ain't coming to get your ass like Uber. So, but I mean, for $5, I mean, you get what
less.
you pay for.
Yeah,
Yeah,
$5 or
$5 or
less.
less. Yeah, you get what you pay for. But yeah, that's a good thing though. Like if you on a main road or whatever, you know what I mean, a house, you just go down the street and they'll come get you. That's what's up, man.
And I put that on my Zillow listing. I put it on there. Get around the city using the Via app, and
Yeah,
for $5 or less, get you anywhere. And you think about it, as soon as you get a car note, and then you got insurance on it, and then
yeah,
you got gas to pay for, and wear and tear, you're probably better off. I mean, if you don't need a car, if you don't want a car, you're
yeah.
probably getting by cheaper doing the Via thing.
Bro, you really are, bro. Like I'm gonna be honest with you, me being remote working from home, man, we save so much on gas. Like I only go in the office Monday and Tuesday. So I could really and Mahogany's like her special is kind of split, but most of the time she's home. Like we could really just use one car and get away with it. And yeah, they're like, man, what you just said right there, that's like a killer on your budget is gas, and then you got to get maintenance done, man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I know exactly.
tires, $1,000 to get you some tires.
Tires, oil and filter changes. People who don't do oil and filter changes, now you got a $5,000 engine problem. You know what I'm saying? So
Car shield, baby, car shields.
straight up,
All
man.
up iced tea.
Straight up, man.
Oh man, but like I said, I've been loving the PadSplit, and
Yeah.
and so I already got my Cedar Hill house. Remember the very first house that we started doing the podcast in, and
Mhm.
it's funny because
Cedar Hill.
I'm sorry, Cedar Street.
Oh, man.
Hearst.
Oh, man. I was like,
said Cedar Hill.
I
No,
was gonna say, damn, you got something in Cedar Hill. Okay, okay,
we
gotcha,
manage
gotcha.
one in Cedar Hill now. We do
Oh
manage
yeah,
one over
yeah.
there. It's
Gotta
nice.
love Cedar. Oh, Cedar Hill's nice. Yeah.
It is nice. And so the Cedar House, I call it the Cedar House. It's over there in Hearst. And that was the one we started doing a podcast in, remember?
Yeah.
And the
Yep.
front room
Hmm.
had that front secondary living room area.
Yeah.
Well, I'm turning that one into a PadSplit because the guy ended up moving out a few months ago. And so
Okay.
I had a decision to make. I was like, should I put it on for rent? I was like, you know what? I'm a PadSplit this thing.
Mhm.
And then so that front area where we used to do the podcast, I
Yeah.
turned that into a bedroom. and it's still a hallway there. So there's still like
Okay.
yeah, there's still a hallway there, and there's still a space I could put like a a computer desk and a chair there if people want to use
Hmm.
that. And so I turned it into a 4 bedroom already, and
Yeah.
then so I'm gonna turn on the in the back living room. There's a that big living room add-on, whatever. As
Yeah.
I have enough space there to add 2 bedrooms there, plus still have like half of the living room left.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna make it a 6 bedroom. I already got my guy on it. And then I made like a little hallway into that master bath, so
Yeah.
it could be used by everybody. So now the house is a 1.5 bath, so I'm turning that bathroom and putting a shower in there and turning it into a full bath.
Okay.
So
Dang.
yeah, I'm turning that. I tell you, I got the bug, man. I mean, I love
Yeah.
this. I love it, and I was scared as hell to do it. I was like,
Yeah.
man, but that's how you grow. You try things, right?
Yeah.
And but what's cool about it is excuse me, and I one of the things I realized it's the app is great. You can send out a message to everybody at the same
Yeah.
time, which is cool. And so what I've been, if I ever have to go over there, and what I do, like when a new member is gonna check in, I'll go over there myself and go try out the code, make sure everything's good, do a little sweepy sweep. Because if a room's been empty for a few weeks, critters get in there or whatever, it could
Yeah.
happen, right? So I just make sure nothing's in, it's clean. Usually they're just, you ain't got to do much. But I just go in there, sweep, Swiffer a little bit, give that fresh smell, you know what I'm saying? And then and check everything's good. And the common areas, man, they've been freaking spotless, dude. They've been cleaning, and
Really.
I leave a lot of cleaning products out, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I put like on the like a dry erase board on the fridge. I say, room number one cleans on Monday, room number two cleans on
Yeah.
Tuesday, room number three, and it just so on and so forth. And also on your cleaner day, it's your laundry day too. You can do laundry on that day. So there
Okay.
won't be like disputes of, hey, I need to, someone won't tie up the washer and dryer. Now, if no one's using it, or you can ask room number two, hey, you wash today? I'm gonna do some washing. You could do that, but that was the advice given to me because I was like, man, should I send my cleaner every week? What do I got to do with this thing? I got the Airbnb mentality, right?
Yeah.
And no, you just pretty much let them know, hey, keep the common areas clean. Everybody has their day, but if you want to clean something, clean up after yourself. Man, they've been cleaning. I walk in there and the place is spotless, dude.
So, my question: do the guests communicate to each other through the app?
I don't know that part because I know they communicate with me and I can send them messages, but I don't, if they do, I don't see their messages to each other. If they do,
Okay.
but I don't know if they do. That's a good question. I thought about that. I never asked
Yeah.
Justin, the PadSplit guy. I could ask him.
Yeah.
I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. That's a smart idea, right? Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
room number one, can I wash my drawers today? I don't know.
Yeah. For real, man. Comes up, right? Like, cause like, especially like, let's say they're not there, you need to get in contact with them. I was wondering yeah, that's dope, man. I'm trying to get back into that mode of how I used to run it. Cause we're gonna do the mini fridges, microwaves, desks. We're gonna do desks in every room. I'm
Mhm.
thinking about doing the monitors too, like giving them a monitor, keyboard, mouse. Hey, if you ever need to use this, and then see what I can get, man. Uh, yeah, and I'll let you know. Like, damn, if you can't pad split it, that's cool. I'll see what I can get though. Let's see what I
Mhm.
can do.
Oh,
For
that'd be
sure.
cool, man. I remember chilling out in one of those rooms before. Y'all did them up pretty good.
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
fridges in there and stuff. That was nice.
yeah. So I'm definitely
Yeah, the
gonna.
TV's in
Yeah,
there too, right?
yeah. I'm a mount. I had the TV sitting. I'm gonna go ahead and mount them.
Hmm.
One of them in Malachi's room, TV's already mounted, but I'm gonna mount the TV and then see how that does, and then see what I can get. Cause I'm like, man, if you can get, I'm gonna be real, man. I tell people if you can get away from paying your mortgage every month, like somebody else pays it, that puts you in a hell of a different space, bro. And I was like, Mahogany was like, look, we got to just go ahead and give something up so we can, get to the number of doors. Cause my goal is to buy 2 doors this year. I bought one. And I'm like, well, hell, how am I buy another one? I'm like, okay, if we house hack this thing, we can get another one maybe at the end of the year. Cause it's August. We can get another one at the end of the year, stack up. So yeah, man, you just gotta sacrifice to get to your goals. So I'm going to try it out again.
That's cool. And y'all, y'all weren't really. I mean, y'all had a good time with it. I remember the stories you tell
Yeah,
me. You know, you
yeah,
said y'all were cool with the people that came through, and even we did podcasts together. There's one of the ladies walked behind you and stuff. She's like,
yeah.
got back from a Cowboys game or something. I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, that was back in the day, man. See, and now the house has changed, right? So now my office is blocked in. I built a wall, kind of like PadSplit, put two doors on it, and man, it's nice now. So yeah, like they wouldn't even, they'd see me, but they wouldn't see me actually at all now because I'm still in that same space. I just turned it into an office.
man.
So yeah, man, I'm getting excited for it because I was like, yeah, man, you're right. Because we've been doing all this vacationing, buying houses. I'm like, let's go get another one and do it the smart way. I'm like, because I was, and what really inspired me too was, I've been listening to the Better Life podcast.
Yeah,
Brandon
it's
Turner.
good.
I was actually with him this weekend at the Limitless. Him, Robert Kiyosaki, a bunch of people, Pace Morby, Thatch, all of them were there. Yeah, cool dude, by the way.
Oh, you met him.
And
You met him.
yeah, I'd walk, but I didn't get to meet him because he was like everybody was shaking his hand. I was like, damn, I wanted to meet him, but I was like kind of behind everybody. And the Mahogany's like, man, you got to get a picture. That's your boy. I'm like, man, I can't even get to him, bro. So I was like, all right, but she got another picture with Robert Kiyosaki. Now that dude there's funny.
He's a horn dog. He said.
Straight up, bro. Straight up, man. This dude, this time, man, like, and he don't shy away from it either. So this time, so we seen him first, right? We seen him. He didn't see us. Like we all seen him. I'm like, oh shit, there goes Robert Kiyosaki. This is this year. Last year we saw him. We all got a picture with him. This year, but this other dude, this couple seen him first, and they walked up to him, and I'm like, okay, they're probably gonna need a picture with him. So like the dude's like, hey Robert, man, can I get a picture with you? So Robert's like, yeah, it was him and his wife. And the guy has his wife on this arm and he has Robert over here. Robert like pushes him out the way, grabs his wife, puts his wife in the middle, and put his arm around his wife. It had the dude on the outside of the picture, bro. I said, yo, this dude don't give a damn, bro. So I'm talking like we all saw it. We start cracking up, man. I was like, yeah, Robert, he at that age, he don't give a damn, bro. So,
You know
so
the
yeah.
rules, Pretty Tony. She chose me.
So yeah, so we had a good time, but yeah, I didn't get. But the thing about it, when I was going back to it, Brandon, he still house hacks. He was like, he still house hacks. I was like, damn, for real. But he house hacks like I want a house hack. Like he has his own place, then he has another place because he has his two kids. So I'm like, damn, man, I'm about to like try to house hack this one, and then move on to the next one, man. I don't know. We're considering. We talked about like, oh, do we want to sell this, keep it, and if we keep it, it would put us further closer to our goal. You know what I mean? Because we would have another door. So we're gonna see what we can do, man.
That
Yeah,
is cool, man. Yeah, Brandon, I like listening to his show, and
yeah,
he's big. He's real big on PadSplit too.
yeah. He is, man. He was talking. I heard him talking to a few people about it. Yeah, he's real big on PadSplit.
You mentioned somebody else. You mentioned Pace Morby,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've heard any of the drama with Sean Rakitic. He's
What
been
happened?
blasting Pace Morby hard, man. And-
I'm gonna let you finish your story, and I'm gonna tell you one of mine.
well, see, I guess what happened, Pace started talking smack about Airbnb. And that's Sean's bread and butter, right? So
Yeah,
once one of the big guys in the industry starts talking to smack about Airbnb or arbitrage or whatever the hell, then of course a lot of people are going to listen to him, right? And
yeah,
that takes money out of Sean's pockets. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with Sean's pockets. And
yeah.
so and so Sean went hard at him, man. He's putting all these videos up. He goes, yeah, well, a certain influencer out there is telling people to do mortgage fraud. And he starts talking about subject to, and he starts flashing the pictures of Pace and stuff, right? And he's like, y'all gonna get your butt stoned in jail. I mean, he goes hard. He said he started this. He started talking about my business model. At least my business model won't get your ass thrown in jail. I mean, he's making all these videos against Pace, man. And
Both their business models will get you thrown in jail if you don't do it right. But I've done one of the business model. I've done Sean's business model, and yeah, it's legit. Pace's is too, but yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. No, I'm just saying it's funny. I mean, Sean in a passive aggressive way, is fired up at Pace Morby and going off on him and saying all this stuff is mortgage fraud and going to jail and then he said, but the thing is, he'll go into something like that And then he goes back into his story about how he started and homeless and selling newspapers and all that crap. And then he says,
Yeah.
"Well, and then I started making money, and you can make money too, but not owning anything, and then
Yeah.
arbitraging apartments and all." It's like, man, it's the same spiel. And
Yeah.
I'll say this, man. You ain't gonna make money arbitraging apartments no more unless you're gonna put like $20,000 into this badass apartment, make it all, maybe you'll make something. You still got to make your 20 grand back, but I'd rather put that 20 grand into getting a house. You know what I'm saying? You can't just throw like we did back in the day, just throw a regular schmegular apartment together and then hope to make like 1,000 or 2,000 bucks a month off of it. It's thanks to Sean and a lot of other influencers, everybody did it. And there's a
Yeah.
ton of them out there, a ton of them to choose from and in the race to the bottom in pricing. So, but if people jump out again, I guess, but the regulations got more strict. So I don't know. It's a thing. He's still, Sean's doing his thing. I love Sean. We kicked it with Sean, but he's got to make his money. And I guess that's pretty much, he's still doing the same type of advice.
I don't like the business. I don't like the business model, but I'm gonna say his way works no matter what, simply because of how he runs it. He runs it to a point where no one can get in, meaning to the point where he has cleaning costs where he may even give you either free cleaning or he can charge $20 a night for cleaning because he owns a cleaning company. Him and Pace are actually very similar because both of their business models are vertically integrated. So when you vertically integrate the business, now, yeah, you can make money, but do you really want to do that, right? Do you really want to train up some cleaners? A lot of them getting deported. Think about just being real. Do you really want to create a cleaning business? So you have to. And it's funny. I was reading the book, The Millionaire Next Door. That's the book I'm reading right now, and he said he goes, a lot of people, a lot of business owners, they actually like when times get tough because a lot of people hop out. And it's exactly what you just said. If a lot of people hop out and you stay in, you weather the storm. You know what I mean? You have that advantage. And then even with Pace's model, I mean, like even his I think his financing and stuff, all that's in house. So they both have good business models. So, but yeah, I'm kind of out of the arbitrage game. I haven't done the sub 2. I would like to. I'm gonna probably hop into sub 2 here soon. Probably after I get this next duplex. With that, I'm gonna house hack. So yeah, man, it's interesting. But I'll just say this, and I'm not gonna go too deep in the weeds. But there's other influencers who have gotten onto Pace too. So Sean ain't the only one.
He's going at him, man.
Yeah. So,
But he did, and I saw on like his he posted something that I guess the STR Wealth Conference.
Yeah.
STR
The one in
Wealth,
Nashville.
I guess so. And he said, yeah, this conference, which I've done, he said, which I've done in the past, all of a sudden they're trying to get these influencers that have nothing to do with Airbnb to go speak at them. And one of them being Pace Morby. He said they want the big names so they can sell these $1,000 tickets.
Wait. Who said that?
Sean.
Oh,
I just saw that today. He said Pace Morby is going to be the speaker at the STR Wealth Conference, and he said, and he goes, he doesn't even like Airbnb. He hates short-term rentals, but they want a big name, so they got him and some other chick that's an influencer that doesn't do Airbnb.
Cody Sanchez, probably.
Cody Sanchez. Yeah, he didn't say the name, but he did say Pace Morby's name. He says they're letting a wolf in the hen house. I was like, damn. It's fun drama. Go look at Sean's stuff, man. It's fun drama.
Oh man, I'm about to go look it up too. Now he said they let the wolf in the hen house. I don't know, man. That's crazy, man. It's been, yeah. I don't know. Everyone has all these conflicting ideas, and I go back to like back in the day when I used to always say, man, it's like you always say, there's so many ways to skin a cat. You can, if you take a little bit of what everyone does, you can find a way to win, right? Like my mentor has nothing to do with Airbnb and short-term and mid-term rentals, but that's what I do. I do that. And then I can learn from him, his ways of how he is acquiring real estate, he's built wealth. I can use that. And then I can compound on it with my short-term, mid-term rental skills. You know what I mean? So it's interesting because like if Sean was to take a little bit from Pace and Pace was to take a little bit from Sean to be a powerhouse. Like this picture I have behind me, I have Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. If you actually mix the three together, you have a super soldier on the court. They all have different techniques that you can pull from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
But if the chemistry's wrong, then you ain't gonna win nothing.
Yeah, exactly. But you have to take a little bit of piece, that you just got to take a little bit of piece of everybody, man, and just, make your own, bro. Straight up.
Yeah, that's true. So my oldest daughter,
Okay.
she's 18 now. She turned 18 in July. My
Dang.
oldest from a previous, relationship.
Dang, I didn't know she was 18. That's crazy.
Yeah, and so she's gonna start college at University of North Texas.
Okay.
She's
DNT,
gonna
okay.
start UNT, and she's checking in at the dorms on this Friday, right? And so, college is pretty expensive nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. Especially
But,
at UNT. Yeah, hell yeah.
but here's my plan.
Okay.
And they have to live in the dorms the first year, right? They got to live. That's one
Sure
of the
do.
rules. They got to live,
Yeah, that's
you
true.
know. And so she's moving into the dorms, but I'm already scouting out buying a house in Denton to do
Yeah.
PadSplit, right?
Okay.
And I've got a few prospects. I got to go check out some houses, but I want to buy a house over there, either subject to or owner finance.
Okay.
And I'm gonna PadSplit it. I'm gonna turn it, 3 bedroom into a 6 or 7 bedroom, and then it'll be. I guess my goal is for it to cash flow and pay for the college.
Okay.
That's the first goal. And then year number 2, when she has to choose a place to live, she'll have a spot there at the PadSplit, or if I got another one by then. But she'll have a
Okay.
spot there to live for free, and then the house will pay for itself.
For
And
sure.
so that's my plan. And what's it called? And I go back to we talk about Kiyosaki, but his book that changed it all. It said, don't go buy the thing, buy the asset that's gonna pay for the thing, right?
Yeah.
And so that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, I got this, some money I could put, or hopefully put zero down or close to zero down, but get me something subject to our owner finance, and it's gonna
Okay.
cash with, as a regular rental. It's hard to cash flow to regular rental. But when you pad split it, you're gonna make probably double or more what you usually make on a regular rental.
Yeah.
And they just passed that law in Texas. It's called, I think it was called the frat house law, or there was some weird law for it, right?
Really?
But it was some kids in College Station sued the city because they didn't allow more than 2 or 3 people from that aren't in the same family to live in the same house. So
Yeah.
people have been renting out rooms out of their house forever. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, but people will complain on it, and the authorities or code enforcement say y'all can't all live in this house. And I
Yeah.
said, but we're poor college students. We don't want to go get an apartment and all that stuff, and
Yeah.
we just want a cheap place to stay while we study. And so they sued. It went all the way to the Texas Senate or whatever, and it passed. They changed the law, man. So you are allowed to have different people living under the same roof from different families. That's a big
Ooh.
win for Pat Split in
Yeah, that's
Texas.
a big win, especially Texas.
Yeah.
DFW, Houston, Austin, especially.
Mhm.
I bet they probably kill it down in Austin. It's too dense down there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm looking at other cities. Like you said,
Yeah.
it has to be high population, a lot of jobs, and all that stuff, right? And then
Yeah.
and so Austin might be a good spot, even and Austin real estate's plummeting right now. You might grab you something for on a owner
I
finance
thought
or sub two
I
deal
thought
for
it went
cheap.
back up.
I
It's
heard it's
plummeting
going. I
again.
heard it's dropping.
Damn. Yeah, I
I heard
heard.
it's
Okay.
dropping.
So,
But yeah,
go ahead.
no, but it might be a good spot to do a pad split or something.
See, really, it is, man. See, this is what I'm noticing about PadSplit, because PadSplit is really, and this is how Brandon Turner talks about it, kind of like Thatch. It's the cure to the affordable housing crisis,
Hmm.
because what you're having, because America messed up when they built houses. They built houses out and not up. The only time you see them building up is downtown, so they can preserve land for nightlife, all the other crap, whatever it is, conferences, hotels. So if you look at it, PadSplit, ADUs, tiny houses, all that fixes that problem. So I think PadSplit in a city like Austin that's dense and you can't get in and out of the damn city. It's one damn freeway. It's like traffic. If you've ever been to Austin on a Monday morning, it's traffic to hell down there, bro. Like, you'd rather sit in DFW. At least you have multiple freeways. Houston, multiple freeways. Austin, 35, the Mopac. And to get to the Mopac, you got to go 20 miles out. So it's like, it sucks, right? So yeah, I think PadSplit down there would hit anywhere that dense population. Houston might be good, and then like anywhere on the coast, it's always going to work, right? Because you're running into water. So yeah, man, Austin would definitely be a good place.
And they got all those Waymos and all the robo taxis and all that stuff, man.
I want to try one. We were in Vegas, man, and we were trying to. We forgot to do it. The guy who was at the front desk of the place we were staying, he was like, "Yeah, man." He goes, "Yeah, they're pretty cool." He goes, "It's kind of freaky. You and your wife just get in the car and it's nobody in the front seat and driving you around." But he goes, "Got used to it." So I definitely want to try that out. I know they had them in Austin. I'm gonna definitely go down there and try it out.
I'll say that I don't know what kind of cars y'all got, but my cars are kind of older. I'm the millionaire next door type. But
Same here.
when I go down like a long trip to like South Padre, like we did,
Yeah,
I always rent a car.
yeah,
And then we do a road trip. Because either way, if I'm gonna fly there, I still got to rent a car over there anyway. So I just, you know what?
fair enough.
I'm tired of flying standby back and forth. Hard to get on flights in the summertime. Blah blah blah. We're gonna rent a car, do a road trip, stop at Buc-ee's. Do fun road trip. But I'm not gonna do it in my car. And I don't want my car to break down in all the 900-mile trip.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so I just go rent a car over here at the airport, and then I get a pretty good deal. I use my points to pay for it. So it's free to me.
yeah.
And so, and so I get with me a big ass. I got us a big ass Ford Expedition Max.
Woo! Let's go.
Big mother lover. And so we got in that thing. And the thing is, it has like the captain's pilot's steering wheel. It's really like
Really?
it's kind of round. It's kind of like this and this and rounded.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's all right. But it had the automatic driving, man.
Mm-hmm.
And where it keeps you in the lane. I mean, you take your hands off, you take your
Keeps
feet
you in the
off,
lane.
and it
Yeah.
drives by itself. But
Yeah.
after a few minutes, it starts going ding, 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 ding. And like, put your hands back on the wheel, mother lover.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, God dang it, why? Why? You're driving great. Why you want me to screw this up for you? And so I just got this thought, man. I remember you go back in the day where there was stick shift. And then kids nowadays, wow, how did y'all drive those things, And I think that's gonna be the same to like when our grandkids are like in these cars that drive themselves, because I think they're all gonna drive themselves.
Oh yeah.
And they're gonna be like, y'all used to do all this stuff to drive these cars. That's crazy, Why would you do all that? What's a steering wheel? They don't even need a steering wheel in the fucking car. What's a steering wheel? It's just gonna be an empty, hollowed out car. You just sit in with some chairs. And then the car is going to just take you where you want to go.
That's just like on iRobot, man. Remember when they got mad at Will Smith? They're like, "What were you doing manually driving your car?" He was on the freeway, and everybody else, you just push a button and it just takes you where you need to go. And the dude got mad. He was like, "What were you doing manually driving your car?" That's exactly what iRobot is, where the world is going for sure. I definitely think that.
Yeah,
and
it's.
You talked about your points, man. Let me tell you something. Speaking of points, I just bought $131 ticket to Huntington Beach, California next month for $131. Use points. Shout out to points because we just furnished that duplex, and I was like, let's hack up the system. Let's just use our point. Furnish everything on a credit card, then use our business line of credit to pay it off. So we got like 40-some thousand points. So we ended up getting the 40,000 points, and we just got another trip going. But speaking of that B-Lock, there's power in connection and positivity. I'm gonna tell you about how power and positivity. So Mike, he's been listening to the podcast, and he was like, "Hey," and he's heard me talk about Wells Fargo giving out business line of credit for 6% at 7% interest. So he hit me up. He goes, "Hey man, they still doing that?" I was like, "Yeah." And I sent him my guy. I forgot about it. It was like a month or two ago, right? So he ended up calling the guy, and he hit up my boy Tom. Tom calls me at random, like 2 weeks ago after we finished the furnishing duplex. He's like, "Hey, Mike, man, Mike, I'm gonna thank you for sending Mike my way." I'm like, "Oh yeah." I'm like, "Oh, he called you?" He said, "Yeah." He goes, "Hey, man, you want me to raise your business line of credit?" I'm like, "Raise it?" I'm like, "Well," I'm about to use it. He goes, "Oh, if you're about to use it," he goes, "I'll just raise it for you." He goes, "I got to raise." He goes, I'm higher up in the department now." He goes, "I can just approve." And I'm like, "Oh man," I was like, year before last, I took like a loss on the business. He goes, "Oh, it don't matter." I'm like, "For real?" He goes, yeah, I can override it. So he was like, "I'm going to send you the paperwork. Sign it, get back to me." I was like, "Bet." So as soon as he sent the email, I get the paperwork done. And then he's like, "I'll let you know." Next day he calls me. He goes, "Hey, I got the paperwork back. I'm sending it up to the higher ups." So I had forgot about it. So a couple days ago, I looked at my business line of credit. It was an extra 12 grand on there. I was like, oh
Mm.
shit. So then he ends up calling me yesterday. I think it was he ends up calling me yesterday. He goes, hey, by the way, I got you approved. I was like, oh, I seen it. He's like, oh, you already seen it? I was like, yeah. He goes, initially they approved you for 6. He goes, so nah, he goes, I overrode them and gave you an extra 6. So they gave me 12. So power and connections, bro. So that's off me sending him somebody, right? And then I get an extra 12,000 out of it. I was like, okay, cool. So yeah, man. Business lines of credit if you can get them, bro. Because he was like, if you use this, because I was like, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get it paid off by the end of the year. He goes, yeah, and if you can get it paid off by the end of the year, I'll see if I can get you up to 100 grand. I'm like, okay, cool. So
Ooh.
yeah, bro. So man, connections are powerful,
So
bro.
what's it at now?
62,000.
Nice. At 6%.
Yeah, yeah, 7%.
Holy smokes.
Dog. So
That's cheap.
yeah, and that's what I tell people. I tell people all the time, man. Power and connections, because if I'm sending him people and helping him, that's helping him out, and he's with Wells Fargo. So yeah, bro. Always build connections because the first time I met him, me and Mahogany probably sat there in the bank like an hour just talking business, commercial real estate, residential, because he's an investor too. And he was just telling me about all the mistakes he's seen people make. And then this is when he just was the business guy. Now he's moved up. Like he's like a regional guy now. He can. So yeah, bro. Power and connections, man. And always remembering people, bro. Remember people and good things will come your way. I didn't even expect that. It came out of nowhere. So now,
Yeah.
go ahead. So
No, you do.
now when I use my business line of credit, since I got an extra 12 on it, my payment now goes down because I'm using less of it. So yeah, man, it's a hit all the way around.
You glossed over something right quick. It's a gym. You just little gym didn't just walked right over it. But it is. You said you bought all that furniture first with
Mhm.
your credit card to get all them points, right?
Yeah.
And then paid that off with your business line of credit. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. Most people would think, oh, I just use my line of credit to buy the furniture and then I'll just pay it. No,
Yeah.
no, no. You washed it first with the credit card
Yeah.
and then paid it with the. I was like, that's genius, man. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
genius gem you just dropped. But most people, like I said, most people wouldn't even think of doing that.
Oh,
They
hell
think
yeah.
of using the credit. No, no, use the credit card first.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to pay it for 30 days, and then wait the 30th, the 29th day, hit it with that business line of credit.
Yeah, man. Straight up. See, and that's what I hit it. And I hit it with the business line of credit, pulled all the money. And then after I got the points, I had a vacation plan for next month, but I hadn't bought the ticket because we were like, man, we had already secured the lodging because my mentor is having a big event down in California. And I was like, man, we ain't been to Cali in a minute. So we were like, okay. And then we got those points. I was like, dang, that covers dang near the whole trip. Shit, we paid $131 for 2 tickets to LA. I was like, oh, we're going. So we did that. So yeah, man, the credit card churning is huge if you know what you're doing. You have to know what you're doing. You have to be disciplined. Don't go buy no stupid stuff.
No.
Buy investment stuff that's going to be an investment and go from there.
So that's a double dip.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the triple dip when you get with the furniture place that gives you that 3 months no interest. So you get the
Yeah.
furniture for free for 3 months. Month number 3 on the last day, hit it with that credit card. Boom.
Yeah,
And then hit it with that line of credit 30 days later. So you can
straight up, man.
you
You
got
got a
4
lot of
months for
churning.
free. Plus you got all them points. I'm like, damn.
Here goes another hack, right? Let's say you don't have let's say you don't have a 0% interest card. What you can also do, and this is how I hacked up some points too. You just need that, you don't have a 0% interest card and you can't pay it off in 30 days. But most of the time, make sure you can pay it off in 30 days. Use your credit card who will give you the most points, swipe it. Fill out, and what I do is, and I'm gonna show y'all this. I keep credit card applications, the 0% interest ones. I have a whole line of them just sitting right here on my desk. So if I ever need them for any reason, I'll fill it out, right? So I'll fill it out, get the points off the credit card, balance transfer it to the 0%. So I have 0% for like 24 months. So you can always keep these on deck so I'll never have to pay interest.
Damn. Now,
Yeah.
now, is there a fee for the transfer?
Yeah, the fee for Bank of America was like $50. I
That's
transferred
it?
over 2,400. It was like $50. Then I paid down like 800 of it immediately because we got some money coming in from the Airbnb, so I paid it down. So then I'll probably have that paid off next month, and then once we start house hacking, it'll really be gone.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's just, you have to learn how to play it, right? You just got to learn how to play the game, how to churn them. Man, there's people who do all types of stuff. Like balance transfers is huge. Like people who buy big stuff, like, or what you can do is like with my Chase card has a $53,000 limit on it. So if I ever need anything like furnishing that duplex, I already knew I had it. So swipe it with that, pay it off with the business line of credit, because I know my Chase card gives me the most points. And so you kind of swap them off.
Man, I love listening to those points guys, man, on those
Oh
podcasts.
yeah. See, and I never knew about the points guys. The points guys, that's how I found out about the balance transfers. I didn't know about them. I was like, damn, I ain't think to do a balance transfer. And then if you're really good at it, you'll balance transfer it to something that gives you more points. I was like, damn, these dudes is crazy, man. So yeah, bro. I was like, but like I try to avoid all of my debt though. Any debt that I have, I try to keep it on the business side. I'm now to the point where personal debt, try to stay out of it. Business debt to where it's at. Just keep everything on the business side.
Wow. I heard this I mean, he gave a lot of tips on this one the points guys. But one of them was the Costco hack. You heard of that one?
Nah, you got to tell me about that one.
You know, Costco sells solid gold, right? Gold bars. They sell gold bars at Costco.
I didn't know that.
For the going rate.
Okay.
So let's say, and it's an ounce, right? It's a small little ounce gold bar, you know.
Yeah.
And it's stamped, whatever it is, something Buffalo or Eagle, whatever. There's different ones, right? And anyway, it's in a package and everything. So sometimes he said he'll be checking out sometimes, and he has an app where he keeps track of price of gold, right?
Okay.
And so he'll see these sites where whatever coins are buying for what. So he said, "Oh shit, okay, I could buy this car, you know." So and Costco ain't always keeping up with the trend of what the price of gold is. So let's say he could buy it at Costco for 3,300 for that ounce, right? And then go right outside and go flip it for 3,500. You know, it's not a huge amount of money, but it's still money. But he'll buy like, oh, give me 4 or 5 gold, give me 5 gold bars also. Really? You know, 3,200 a pop, and he'll buy them, right? Of course, I'm sure he's using a credit card, right? No, he's using the Costco card because the Costco gives you 3% back. So all that, so he's getting a big chunk of money back from Costco, and then he's going and flipping these gold bars on this open market thing where you go pretty much mail it at a UPS or whatever to whoever the buyer is, right?
Yeah,
make money flipping these gold bars. Plus, he'll get all that big old chunk of cash back from Costco.
Can't beat it, bro. Dang, can't beat it, man. There's so many ways out here, bro. Like. Educate, man. And, you know, and with me getting back into this house hacking thing, when Mahogany brought that to me, I realized something, bro. Keep your wife involved in your business as much as you can, because when she does, she gets bugs for stuff too, and she'll bring them to you. Because the house hacking thing, she caught me completely off guard with that. I was like, man, you want to do house hacking again? But she furnished the new duplexes. She furnished them, you know, got them all set up, and then she got the bug, and then we went to the big limitless conference, man. And you know, when you go to those conferences, you guys always get a bug because somebody's going to drop something. And then when I was like, listen to Brandon, I was like, okay, let's do a house hacking thing. So yeah, man, good stuff, man. You know, people and positivity. Go ahead.
People and positive. Exactly. What crossed my mind, and we're talking about credit and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I have my PadSplit, my first one, and I got it almost filled. You know, it's doing really good, knock on wood. And but I was starting to think, you know, like I said, some, you know, they're having, you know, the type of jobs, you know, forklift jobs or, you know, jobs like that. Just enough, you know, make pretty good money, and they need a place to stay. So the demographic, younger people with like, you know, I would say starter to medium jobs. Where they're making money, trying to get on their feet, trying to get something, you know, all that stuff. They might not have a car yet, saving up for a car, whatever the reason. A lot of PadSplit. That's a lot of PadSplit. What I'm seeing, you know. But what also I'm seeing, I bet a lot of them couldn't get into apartments because of credit.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So I got all these people I'm hosting in a PadSplit. Why not? And I know you probably know some inroads here. But and I'm pretty sure anybody, you don't have to go get qualifications and certifications to be someone to be a credit repair person, do you?
No,
I see him on YouTube all the time.
Mahogany does it, does credit repair.
That's beautiful. That's what I'm saying. If I can learn, I mean, I pretty much know how to bump up credit, like the trade lines and then get the easy credit cards or the ones that you back with cash or whatever the hell. But I could offer those kind of services in the PadSplit. Have a little place here. You want to improve your credit while you're here, and then you make a little money that way or whatever. And also, my wife is studying to be an agent, so she's gonna be it. I said if y'all are saving up for a house, my wife will hook you up.
That's what we're doing right now. We're trying to be an agent. That was what we were doing. We're like, look, while we doing this thing, we can go ahead and pay for all these fees. Go ahead and because Mahogany's already done. All she had to do is take this. So I was like, man, shit, we go ahead and do that too. That's what we're on, trying to get the agent, and then you can probably find a better deal because your stuff hits the market. Because I've been doing a lot of Instagram engagements with real estate agents because a lot of them are. That's how I got that idea. A lot of them are posting those 3-bed, 3-bath duplexes, and I'm like, yo, I got to get my hands on one of those, man. You can't miss on one of those. So, yeah, man, I'm looking at that as well. And it's a buyer's market right now, so you can get some good deals.
Did y'all doing the Champions School for real estate? Is that what it is? Champions?
Either Champions or Kaplans or something like that.
Okay.
One of the two. Yeah.
Okay. Just online at your own pace kind of deal?
I think I'm going to do the online. Mahogany's already done. They were telling me, I think her and Elke were telling me, she was like, you have enough real estate knowledge. You can just do it online and it'll be easy. So I'm going to probably do it online because, yeah, we're doing that because I was studying for my last cert and I'm like, and I was listening to Brandon Perner. He said anything that doesn't give you energy, like if you're not excited behind it, then don't do it.
My job. I was
like, your job? Yeah, I mean, if your job doesn't excite you, then yeah, find something else.
Wow. Yeah.
Coolest thing about my job, man, is I am excited about my job because we're doing a lot of stuff with AI. So, yeah, man, there's stuff like that I enjoy. But yeah, man, if you feel like your job ain't doing it, then yeah, see what you can. Because I mean, you got enough units, bro.
Yeah. It's still scary to make that leap, man. The AI thing, real quick, because you're in the IT world, right?
Mm-hmm.
All you hear on the freaking news is that AI is going to replace all you guys. Is that true?
AI is going to replace the people that don't know AI. That's who it's going to replace.
I like that.
Yeah, that is who. I'm actually. It's funny you said that. I don't even know if I want to let this one out the bag, but basically, if you're using the $20 a month version of ChatGPT, they just officially released the AI agents, which are the bots that can basically any task that you've trained someone to do on Loom, you can have an AI agent do it for you. So I'll just say the last 2 days, my AI agent bot made me $921 in 2 days.
How'd they do that?
Have it doing stuff for me online, man. Any task that I've been doing, I tested it out and I have an AI agent doing it. So like anything that you've ever done online that you've either had to train a VA on, it can do it. I had it. This is one task I'll say I had to do. I had it going through my LinkedIn and I had it messaging and connecting with every single person that was a hotel coordinator or a housing coordinator at ALE and Alacrity Solutions. So anybody, I had it connecting and sending messages. People thought, well, of course you think it's me. It's just, but the AI bot's going through and clicking and doing it. And I just leave it up at my computer while I'm working. And my laptop's just doing it by itself. Bro, I've been telling people, bro, you can get them agents to pull comps. Like everyone's like, oh, it doesn't do. I'm like I've been telling people, man, if you are not using AI as an entrepreneur, you are getting left behind. And the only reason I did the agent thing because someone on LinkedIn posted it. He goes, if you're not using AI agents, you're about to get left behind. So I was like, okay, what is AI agents? Went on ChatGPT and I started playing with it. And I'm only 2 days in. And I was like, damn, it's powerful. It's some powerful stuff. So you can have it do everything for you, man.
Damn, dude. That's insane.
I already told my job. I'm like, I told my job the day I found out about the agent. I'm like, we could honestly, I will say this, like for the people in IT who are afraid of losing their job, the day that your company buys the enterprise version of OpenAI, yeah, your job might be on the line, because the enterprise version, that's the one that you can nail down and do yourself, have everything you've done yourself and have it proprietary to your company. Yeah, bro, it's over. A chatbot. I've been a network engineer since 2012. The correctly tuned agent could do my job in 5 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, a correctly tuned agent could do my job in 5 minutes. Like, go ahead.
I mean, every leap of technology, people are afraid, the robots are going to take all the jobs, all kinds of stuff. But it's the ones that don't learn how to use those tools.
Yeah.
It's the ones that get left behind, right?
Those, and then I'm going to be honest with you, the only safe thing, I'm in government. And government don't trust that. Government trusts it, but it don't trust it to like make decisions, because you got to be real careful. Now, how people, over on iRobot, the movie iRobot, they were letting robots into government. You know what I mean? And that's when he was like, man, nah, y'all letting them make certain decisions, being trolls of people's houses. That's different. So that's the only thing that I'm in more in a safe space, because I'm in government. They ain't about to just, we're too proprietary. Mm-hmm. And that's why I've always told people, like, AI it's an entrepreneur's playground if you're taking advantage of it. And I come from an IT background, so I'm taking full advantage of it. And the stuff that I'm seeing, I'm like, yeah, bro, it's going to take some jobs.
I'm already thinking, man, like you got me thinking, because here's the thing. So my wife, I told you she's studying to be an agent, right?
Yeah.
Not an AI agent, bot, whatever, but a real life real estate agent, right? And so I have a great agent, and shout out to Lucy Knox. She's a great agent around here, but she's Latina. She's a cool chick. She's taking my wife under her wing, kind of deal. Mm-hmm. She's gonna hang her hat on her brokerage, right? Yeah. And so it's a great deal. What I first saw and like she's not at all threatened by another agent. She wants to help her and everything. She thinks it'd be great for her to know. And so automatically I'm like, dude, we can see houses whenever we want now. I don't gotta like, hey, could we go see? Oh yeah, I could take you tomorrow, or because agents get busy. It's only one of them, and like they got like 100 clients, right, or whatever it is, 20 clients.
Yeah.
And so, and I understand, but I can't go freaking see a house that I want to see right away. Mm-hmm. I have to wait till I can get in, and by then it might be gone, whatever. But with my wife being an agent, we'll be able to see him right away. You know what I'm saying? Or she can go look at it while I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? And then do a video walkthrough and look at the stuff I tell her to look for. And anyways, QB Casa, that thing. You know what I'm saying? I told you about QB Casa. Yeah. And just walk it, and you get the freaking blueprint of the house, and I can look at it and say, okay, I can add some rooms here, do the PadSplit, whatever. Or it won't be a good PadSplit, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But on top of what you told me about this agents thing, so one of the things too, I told my agent, hey, could you just reach out to all these houses that are on the market for a long time, or that are showing seller finance or owner finance or subject to, look out, send them a thing and see if they'd be interested in selling it, owner finance or subject to, and just get the, and if she'll do a couple then, but she's just busy, right? She's busy and she's looking for herself. What's it called? A virtual assistant, which I know you're saying those are going to be extinct pretty soon, but but she's looking for herself, someone to do something like that, so she can, keep some investor type like me, satisfied with the results. But now I'm thinking, shit, my wife's going to be agent day one. I'm gonna show her those agents that you told me, the AI agents. I'm gonna say, this is exactly what I want you to send to these type houses. She can talk to agents. That's the thing. I can't reach out and talk to a freaking seller's agent. It's a stupid old rules, right? My wife can, and she can set up her email to send out all these freaking feelers to agents all day.
Here go the better thing. Teach her how to set up the agent to go and pull the list off the MLS of everyone who wants owner financing, subject to, pull it, email them, and then cold call them. The first three she can do automatically. Well, they have agent cold callers now too, but man, I don't know if they really work, and I'm not sure of the close rate. But if she can automate those three things, she's already going to be ahead of all the agents. And then you can have that agent create social media content for you. Because that's the issue with a lot of real estate agents. They don't create social media content. And the ones that are creating social media content, I'm going to be real about it. They're just looking to sell a house, get really educated with the market, because what I'm noticing is I posted on my social media the other day. I was like, man, I need to start a first-time home buyer seminar, because a lot of these first-time home buyers are selling their house or getting out of it because they don't understand property taxes. They don't understand what they can afford. They understand what the bank told them they can afford, but they don't understand their own budget. They don't understand how PITI works. I'll be like, damn, bro, y'all bought this house and y'all want out. It's like, bro, y'all don't understand, but they didn't understand it. So I would have her host like first time home buyer seminars, have her sending stuff out on social through AI agents. Bro, like, man, I got so many ideas. I'm like, man, once I get my license, bro, then I can then you can hone in. And I was listening to Avery Carl on Brandon's podcast. She said she only does short-term rental stuff. If anyone has like a listing that they said, oh, it's not a short-term rental, she sends them off to her other friend. She's like, well, go list with them. That's what they do. So she's so niche down. I'm going to just focus on midterm rentals and short-term and how they combine the two. And those are the only clients I'm going to serve. Straight up. So you just have to know, like, I already have a full-blown game plan of how this is going to work. And then, like, that excites me. So I'm like, let me go ahead and get my real estate license. That excites me. And, like, while I'm setting up these new units upstairs, getting the real estate licenses, and looking for the new duplex, man, let's go.
So my question to you, if Mahogany is going to get it, why do you need it as well? Your real estate license.
Tag team couple, man. So if she can't do something, I can do it. It's just, so like, if we have a listing, it's our listing. We both gonna get paid off of it. You know what I mean? So if you have a client that needs to go see it, we can get it in, man. And then with like anything, man. So it's there.
So you're gonna do that too? You're gonna take clients around looking at houses too?
No. I am gonna do listings only. Like, my goal is to only do listings. Like, just list the property and then let other people bring people to the property. But my specialty is I can list the property, but I can also target like midterm rental and short-term rental clientele from people that are buying out of California, because I know that's what they want. Because, by the way, did we talk about the big, beautiful tax bill? We didn't talk about it together.
No.
Okay. I talked about it in a one-on-one podcast when I did by myself. That right there, the CPA dude on Bigger Pockets, he said that right there is going to force, he goes, a lot of people are about to get into short-term rentals because of that. Even the people that don't even really need to, but they're going to get into short-term rentals because of that. So that right there is a boom.
For the cross-seg studies, right?
Cost seg studies and the tax loophole. So basically offsetting all your active income. So
yeah, I bought 2 houses this year, and I'm closing on a third on Friday. I'm gonna have a lot of cross-seg studies going on, man. I'm gonna have a lot of, yeah.
Are you gonna do one or all of them?
I was gonna do all of them.
Why?
But you don't have to use it all this year. You know
That's what I'm saying.
I could use the leftover for next year and then in the following year.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, why don't you just split them up over 3 years? Or does it have to be done the next? You know what I'm saying? Talk to your CPA.
That's a good question, because what if the law changes or it goes, someone else gets in office and they get rid of that?
There's whenever they do stuff like that, there's a time on it. There's a time limit on it.
Okay.
So you'd be good. I would talk to a CPA though. I don't know the full, but I've been hearing people like one lady I'm talking to. She's delaying the sale of her business right now because she's about to get huge chunk of change. She sold her business SEO for 14 years. She's like, I want to delay it to the 1st of January so I can then go have 12 months to buy a short-term rental that cash flows. And I was like, if you're doing it that way, I said, you'd probably need to go to a vacation rental market because you can write a lot more of it off. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of strategy behind it. Because they said the people looking to get into it this year, you're going to be limited on how long you have to buy because you have to buy it before the end of the year. But the only good thing, it's the buyer's market, so you can probably get a good deal. You know what I mean?
know, right?
Shit's going to be sitting. So, yeah, man, it's a lot of good stuff out there. But definitely
get them agents, baby.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that, dude. I'm going to get on that ChatGPT $20 a month thing.
Bro, I'm actually...
I want it to do my taxes. I want to teach it to do my taxes and my books, all that shit.
You ain't got to teach it. Just tell it. It can do that. You could give ChatGPT your QuickBooks. You could give the agent your QuickBooks login, have it log into your QuickBooks, do your taxes for you, run all your 1099s, all that, bro. I've been telling people, man, and it knows the fucking tax code, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, bro, this thing, like, I'm not saying it's gonna take over job. I wouldn't really trust it to do taxes for me yet, but man, it's coming, and it's coming quick. Like these AI,
the smart CPAs are using it to do the taxes for you, though.
exactly. You have to worry about that, man, because we're talking about, we're worried. They're over there. That's why they trying to get 100 more clients, because they doing tax returns in 10 minutes, man.
Hit one button. Shit.
ChatGPT over there doing your taxes, and you up here paying this dude $500. So I mean, yeah, man, it's coming, bro. It's coming. Like if you're on LinkedIn, like a lot of those AI people, like, man, and also I tell you, man, if you can throw some money at Nvidia. Nvidia's going. They're the brain, but they have the chips behind that shit. I've been investing in Nvidia. I went to a WECA conference downtown Dallas, and the head dude from Microsoft was there. And he's like, and he's not even giving like investing advice, but what he said, I was looking at it from an investor standpoint. He goes, nobody has better chips than Nvidia. We're getting all of them from Nvidia. I was like, oh shit. I was pulling up my phone and I was something. Shit, I was like, hey, I was sitting there making trades. So yeah, man, Nvidia, because like all these high end people, they're like, yeah, Nvidia has the chips, man. So I was buying Nvidia.
I gotta get on that, man. I've been buying Bitcoin. I know it's.
Too. I've been buying XRP and Nvidia.
XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Yeah. I've been doing that. Now I'll add Nvidia to the mix too.
Yeah, I haven't even been touching Bitcoin or Ethereum anymore. I've just been doing straight XRP and Nvidia. Yeah, bro. Even putting that in my kids' college fund, putting all that in there.
Nice. But you won't need college no more. You got the agents, man.
Shit, they still got to go to college. See, speaking of that, I'm happy you brought that up. HVACs, plumbers, electricians is where the money at.
Yeah.
That's where the money is. Those are the things that AI has not taken over. They already taken over roofing. It's a company called Rufus, and they're taking over roofing.
Don't need the guys to put the roof on, though, right?
No.
What do you mean?
Check out this company called Rufus. They built the AI bot. All they do is lift the shingles up there. It removes the shingles. They image the house, and the thing just puts a bot does it. I was like, damn.
Putting my hermanos out of business, man.
Bro, straight up. I was like, damn, bro. This dude, and the reason I found out about it on Brandon Turner's podcast. Mm-hmm. He was like, because and then this weekend I was talking to this young 20-some-year-old dude. He goes, yeah, I was like, what do you do? He's like, oh man, I do the valuations for companies when they're being sold. And he was like, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but the number one companies being bought right now by like these big hedge funds are all HVAC companies. And then he goes, it's all HVAC. And he's like, yeah, you can go to the SBA and buy a HVAC company that's doing okay. And if you can know how to scale up a company, scale it up and sell it. And me and Mahogany were talking about that too. But like HVAC companies, electricians, plumbing, that's where the money is. And then when I heard the dude on Brandon Turner's podcast, he goes, the only reason I have not touched roofing companies is because I know AI is coming for it. I was like, damn.
And when this whole thing was going down, the deporting a lot of people, ICE and all that stuff, right? Yeah. I was thinking, okay, you're getting rid of a lot of the jobs, the labor intensive job people that are doing the work, and I was just thinking, ain't no American's gonna get on a damn roof, and 110 degrees in Texas. I said so, but I was like, just thinking, whenever there's something like that happens where people won't do that job, innovation is going to have to happen, right? These roofs still got to get flipped. And then when you said that, we're going to lose all the workers, they're getting deported or whatever, they're hitting up all these roofing sites. Americans ain't going to get up there. Someone's going to figure out a way to make a robot do that shit.
Yeah.
And they did.
It's called Rufus, man. It's a company called Rufus. And I don't know how fast it's going to be before it takes over, but it's out there. When stuff it's just like Tesla. When we first heard about it, yeah, okay. Now you see an electric car every time you go down the damn street. In the next 5-10 years, it's going to be more of them. Hell, me and you probably going to own one of them at that point. Because, you know what I mean? That's just where things are going. It's interesting, bro.
Yeah, robo-taxis.
Yeah. I
mean, your Tesla's going to work for you. When you get home from work, you go send your Tesla to work for you, man.
I didn't see every time I get on 820, I see somebody doing something crazy in a Tesla. One dude, I seen him straight up reading. The other dude, he was just straight up flexing on everybody. He had his feet kicked out the window, bro. I was like, this dude here, man, he was in a Tesla, bro. So it's just like, it's crazy, but that's what the world's coming to, man. Right before our eyes. You know, remember, we used to think, man, in 2025, we're going to have flying cars. No, we got robots, man. Straight up.
There are a shitload of drones. That's one thing.
There you go. It is. Shitload of them, man.
Well, cool, man. It's been a long episode, but it's always good to get back, hop on, and have some fun and get some of this. Well, I won't say it's an STR show 100% anymore. We're talking about everything now. You know, it's living, letting, and thriving is what it is.
Straight up, man. We STR, MTR, PadSplit, house hacking, all of it. I can't wait to get back to it.
Flip it up, slap it. Okay, where can people find us, Micah, man?
Man, find us on Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. Send us an email, liveletthrive@gmail.com. Thank y'all for continuing to listen. By the way, I think we got a couple of guests coming on. We got a guest from BiggerPockets coming on. She actually wrote a book on how she's mixing midterm and short-term rentals together to create a thriving business, something very similar to what we do. She's coming on. We got Frank Bosley from Hostfully. He's coming on. So yeah, y'all continue to stay tuned. You know, it's been the solo Steve Epps, solo Mike Epps, and then the Epps together. So we definitely going to get the guests back on. So continue to listen to us. Thank y'all for listening, and we are out.
Peace.
Later.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Live, Let, Thrive. Be sure to tune in next week for all the latest in the world of Airbnb and all that entails. Bye-bye.